Welcome to this look at a new-ish mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the Farmhouse. This is by Truck 69. Interesting thing about this one, this is an updated map. This updated on the 19th. Now this is what's weird. On the 19th, when mods dropped, I go through, I check the mods, check the updates, prepare my mod reviews, and off we go. This map was showing as updated on PC, not console. So it was showing PC update, not on the console list, nothing showing. And then if you look into the changelog, it then says map for consoles and PC, then deleted script. So I'm wondering if it got an update for PC, there was a script issue, that got resolved because it has slipped in to the updated mods showing on the 19th for console. So it's new to console. I missed it. Massive shout out to Rob and BDD Gaming who messaged me directly to ask me if I was doing a map tour on it. Had I seen it, did I know it was there? And I didn't. Because, like I say, did the mod review, did all the stuff I needed to on the 19th, didn't go back to check the updates. And if I did skim past them, I probably didn't even register it was sitting there. So, by Truck 69, 119.02 megabytes download, there are 2 required mods to download: Olives and Olive Picker by Rowdy Christie 1 VSR modding Sir, and the Placeable Steel Silo by erShaba VSR modding Sir. Now, the Olives and Olive Picker, I've used that on Carpathian Countryside, a few other maps. I'm not a big fan of it. You need a lot of them, and when I say a lot of them, let's have a look at the map, shall we? So, this is the map. I'm not sure what the name either, the Farmhouse. The Farmhouse is fairly standard. I thought it might be some particular thing, but anyway, that's what the map's called. So anyway, this is the map. On New Farm, we start with Plot 1 and Plot... it's Plot 4. Plot 1 is surrounded by olive trees, part of the Olives and Olive Picker pack. We've then got standard in-game olive groves. We've got grapevines. There's a big water thing there as well. Now, what I have found, and it was weird because it didn't dawn on me straight away, as I was going around the yard doing my prep, I was thinking, this is really laggy. Why is it lagging so much? I think it's the amount of olive trees that are around it. That could be what it is, because they place like normal vines do, like your grapevines and stuff. They're just bigger, and there's a lot of them. Now, this plot, if you're going to buy it on Farm Manager and start from scratch, it's only 268,000. So what I did off camera, I removed all of them because I wasn't sure, and it got better the more I removed. So if you don't want to have those, you can remove them. That's not a problem at all. As far as field prices and stuff go, they're about what you'd expect for the size of the fields. 120 grand for that one, 62 for that one. We build up to large ones, 409, 597. We've got some different forested areas, a big hill in the middle of this forested area. So all this bottom section, probably a third of the map, is forest down here. We've got some forest in here with swamp forest there, and then fields all around. Being it's Truck 69, it has been signed. Top right hand corner up in the northeast, we do have 2 fields. Well, it's one plot but 2 fields shaped as a logo, I guess. And then we've got some other plots we're going to pick up as we go around. I have already put some money in so we can pick these plots up as we go around the map. So, slot count on all 3 game modes is 1067. So you start with all the same buildings, all the same equipment, all the same machinery. I got that slot count down to 855 by removing all the buildings. There's some couple of animal pens we'll get to later on. I removed those as well. You can remove the hedges around here, the fences around the other animal pens, and as I said, I did remove all of the olive trees as well. So if we just whiz out here, you'll see. You can see from the map, but there are absolutely loads of them. The other thing there are absolutely loads of is these big piles of stones. We've got rock piles, and there are loads of rock piles. Another one down that row, another one down the end of that row. There's rock piles, especially on this plot, there's rock piles all over the place. Yeah, no shortage of rocks. And that's handy because just over this side here, past the silo, we've got a debris crusher, which is just there. Which I guess, yeah, if we can get rid of all those stones, why not? It will help. We've got a slope down onto the field area here. And this side, we've got almost like a loading bay area, which was interesting. Very slab-sided, straight. You can see what I mean about the lag. It's yeah, another pile of stones there. they're all over. Another pile there, so no shortage of stones. We come up into the yard. We've got our silo, 1 million litre multi-fruit, just there. All of the decorative objects were I could remove, lamps and stuff as well. So we've got our header trailer and header, got our harvester. At the back, we have got some mineral feed, we have got some solid fertiliser. There's a few different pallets. We've got a dog over here. Actually, we'll feed the dog. It's, wherever the dog is. About somewhere. Anywho, we've got our olive picker, the olive umbrella, just there, front of the gear. Come around the side. Open these up. Oh, this was a curious one. So this one is our silage additive. That one is saying liquid fertiliser 6,000 litres. We don't have a pallet of liquid fertiliser at 6,000, because that looks like solid fertiliser, that looks like liquid. Anyway, it's saying liquid fertiliser 6,000 litres, and this is one around the back here that I'm missing. You know, we've got our vineyard tractor, seeder, and then 3 other tractors here. So you can see the lag, can't you? That goes as soon as we move away from the main farm area. Fuel tank 15,000 litre refillable. Now we got a jet wash area. I don't think there's a jet wash. No. Then we got our sleep trigger and wardrobe trigger. Sleep trigger at the front of the building there. Wardrobe trigger just here. And our pickup just there. I'm going to grab the pickup and move it out here. So, like I said, all 3 game modes. What I'll do now, I'll show you a short clip of what this will look like if you remove all the buildings. And then I think there was a little bit... Did I tack another one on? Maybe. It might show you straight off the back of that a clip of me removing some of the olive trees as well, just to show that you can. So before I move on, there are no custom crops on the map. Contracts are available on the map. If we go into our build mode, on top of the 2 required mods, the only thing added in by the map maker, and this is a curiosity as well, we'll get to this later. It's a curious map generally. There's a few sort of quirks and things to this, which I don't know how people are going to react to them really. If we go to animals and we go to horses, there we go. We've got a modded horse stable. Stable horses 69. That's the only thing. Everything else is fairly standard, and the landscaping, painting textures is actually fairly limited. There's very few. Same with trees and plants, and that will become relevant later on for something I'm going to show you, which again, like I say, was just a bit of a curiosity. I think that's all of that stuff that I normally do. Yeah, let's crack straight along, shall we? I didn't mention these bits here, but we've got a mulcher and we've got a cultivator just there. So we're going to go out this way, like I say, this little stuttery laggy bit. So that's your olive groves in the trees, and this is your standard olives. So we've got a big old field of olives just there. And as we go south, we've got grapes up on the hill. And cut through this little canyon, and up on this side here we've got a big old water thing. Now it doesn't say whether this is a place where you can come and get water from. I would assume so. You've got that bit there. It's not showing an icon for it. I don't think... Do we need to buy that separately? Oh yeah, potentially. Let's buy that and see what happens. Nothing else has come up. I would think so, the fact you can purchase it. So, heading down to this southern point here. Whoa. We're coming on to plot 60. Another small plot down the bottom. This is a stone quarry. As if all the stone that's there isn't enough. There's more here. If you're in need of more stone, if you're producing your own lime, or you might be using it for something else, there's plenty of productions that require it. There is a quarry, so we come all the way down to here, and we're at plot 60. That gives you access to all that. These are all broken up into chunks, so again, if forestry is your thing and you want to have a go, you absolutely can. If we go along here, actually, what we'll do, we'll go up through the trees. But before I do, what I will also show you, as we go through the woodland, there's lots of these log bunks. So if you are going to do any logging, you can store all your logs up, especially if you're playing multiplayer. So if someone doing your logging, pile all your logs up between those, and then someone can come and collect them. I found that when I was in Alma, they're a great idea, but the more logs you put into them, the more laggy it can become. I'm going to whiz straight up here. We'll just go up onto the hilltop. No particular reason other than it's a feature of the map. And it's showing on the map. Oh, he says. I didn't put any stuff back out. I do apologise. That's better. So we go. One part here, and then we kind of sweep up to another one just over to the side there. We do start with one production on New Farmer. We start with the carpentry, and again, it's one of those ones I'm not sure why, but we do. So you know, take it as a win. Why not? We're going to head down to there now, which actually also reminds me. I suppose because it does take lumber. That's probably why. We don't start with there's no sawmill, but there's plenty of room. You'll see as we get around later on, there's like an industrial area and it's massive. There's loads of space. Now whilst you can buy pretty much all of the map can be purchased, there are a few little bits that can't, but just tiny bits. The more important things I always find on a map and on a map tour are bits like we're coming to now and the industrial area later on is can you purchase the land that a sell point or something is on to allow you to expand like this now. You could stick a sawmill on with this. So this is the carpentry we start with. So this one here, we've come through here down this track here and we're here at plot 59. So plot 59 can be purchased, 73 grand, just over, 73 and a half. I like that as a feature, that's pretty cool for your wood chip. But this one, carpentry, is fairly standard. Furniture wood, furniture planks. Now obviously there's nowhere to produce planks, but we can bring wood here. There's plenty of wood around us. We can get furniture going. But there is also plenty of space. I like the fact we've been given enough room to play, enough room to expand. And if productions and factories and that kind of stuff are your thing, or you just like decorating the map, changing it up, making it your own, there's plenty of space to do that. Actually, something I was going to check. Because like I said, it was fine on the other areas. Purchase that plot, that, go into build mode, go to demolish. You can. So if the fences aren't your thing, you can remove them as well. So if you want to open it up more, you might want to plough some of it. You might want to landscape it back and not have it all tarmac. It's entirely up to you, but the fence can be removed, which is pretty cool. Again, nice. I like that. That's available. And there are some really quirky, interesting features on here. It's by no means, you know, it's clunky in places. It is. There's no two ways about it. And it's a fairly, you know, standard in so much as what you see is what you get. This is it, you know. But there's some features like this which are kind of, you know, you've got this big escarpment down to the bottom part of the map, or the northern part of the map. These fields here, let's jump into let's go into drone mode, where they're kind of surrounded by these rocky outcrops. So you've got these fields here, which can all be purchased. They're all accessible at the front. Almost looks like sort of fields like rice paddies and stuff that could flood. Obviously they don't flood, but they are fields that are accessible down in the bottom of this sort of valley down here. It's just a curious feature. That's the pickup. And continuing on. So, next up on our travels, we go right the way across the top of this escarpment. We're heading up towards a kind of monastery, castle-esque type building. And when we get up there, there's something else on the way up. We've got a biomass heating plant we're going to pass. Again, that plot can be purchased. There are fences there. Yeah, there is fencing around it. We're going to take this turning up here. And then we're going to take this turning here. So on the hillside we've got this, like I say, it looks more like a monastery, but it's a castle technically. So there's your biomass heating plant sell point. Again, the land can be purchased, so pick and choose, play with it, around with it, whatever you want to do. But we're going to come around the back here of the monastery. Now there are no collectibles on the map. Well, I'll say there's no collectibles. My usual way of checking, just come to here, right hand column, you normally go down there and it will see if there are collectibles. It will say if there are collectibles and how many you've done. It's not showing any, which makes the monastery castle type thing, it's just a decorative object. You can come up and visit if you want. Generally speaking, on maps where there are collectibles, you'll often find collectibles around the castles and monasteries. They're a location that map makers like to use. In this case they're not. But what is weird about this, and this is what I was going to say, I don't know how people are going to feel about it. It's a curiosity and it kind of makes you come up here. It's lovely, lovely views, lovely lookout. Down there, and we're going to get to that later on, that is the vehicle store. So it's your vehicle shop and workshop is just there. We'll get to later on. Now look at all this massive area here. All that can be purchased if we go back to our map. So we come all the way along here, and we're now overlooking this area. So that there, plot 54, can be purchased. And again, so much space. So you can build whatever you want on there and absolutely go for it. Why not? The reset point and spawn point for vehicles is not down there. I'm assuming there just wasn't enough room. I don't get it. The reset point's up here. So if you go down to the store and buy something, it will reset up here. It's a curiosity. But anyway, there's your sort of castle monastery type thing if you want to do a bit of exploring. Let's continue on our travels. Now bearing in mind we've got a lot of olives, olive orchards, olive vines. The next facility just here, and again the land can be purchased. We've got our oil mill, which is just here. I think it's fairly standard as far as an oil mill goes. Those silos, as far as I can tell, are just decorative. So we've just swept around here. So this is plot 56. Yeah, nothing comes up for the silos. Actually, what I'm going to do, let's try, I don't know if we can. No, they're fixed in place. But the oil mill, we'll buy it just to double check, because I didn't do that when I was doing my prep. Sunflower canola, and obviously olive oil is the more relevant one because of all the olive trees, but the olive mills here, it looks fairly standard as far as I can tell. It might have been tweaked a little bit, but it is an olive mill. So what we're going to do now is head down off the escarpment. There's a couple of routes down. So we came just across there. We're going to go down this way and we're going to go straight ahead first. There's a tight hairpin if you're going to go back down towards the industrial area, but we're going to go this way. Then we're looking for a fork to the right. Just here. There we go. To the next forested area. No, we need the water. That was weird. Unless we were below the fill plane, maybe. So this is your marshy forest. Now the other map that was by Truck 69 was Dry Lagoon Andalusia. Yes, I remember doing the map tour on that, and that had a big sort of swamp forest on that as well. So if swamp logging is your thing, you like using big old skidders and stuff like that, again, multiplayer maybe, that's fine. This plot here is a Placeables point. This is plot 48. So again, plenty of room if you want to put your sawmill here maybe, or you want to put some other stuff on, that's up to you. We are looking for, there's like a bridge, grass bridge, here we go. So we can go across this, just here. Avoid getting our feet wet. Come out onto here. Whoa, sorry. Sorry, wouldn't be a map tour if I didn't do that. So this side of the road, farmer's market, sell point. That side of the road, animal dealer. There's no animal dealer sell point of this one. This is just the animal dealer. Just want to double check actually. Can we? We can buy these. Right, so you can buy these. So often what I'll do with the livestock market, I'll put in places where you can purchase slurry, you can purchase manure to simulate the fact that the livestock market is generating that, and you can come and buy it if you wanted to, or if you wanted to put in a bale sell point. If the map, normally maps have an animal dealer and an animal dealer sell point at the same location, but again, because you can buy the plots, and I like that as a feature on this map. Some maps don't have it. Actually, to be fair, a lot of maps don't have it. So it's good that it does. Just gives you a bit of scope for adjusting your gameplay to suit whatever it is, however you play. Right, heading east. I think the next plot we're going to come to is plot 50, was it? I think it's plot 50. There's a turning coming up on our left, just here. This is an interesting one as well. So, Plot 50 is expensive. And plot 50, when I drove up initially, I thought it was the biogas plant, but it's not. This plot's like nearly 900,000. I was like, whoa, okay, that's a bit, you know, a bit bonkers. Again, plenty of space, but we come to our map, so we come along from there, up here, and we're now here. Plot 50, 895,050. Couldn't knock them down enough. So this, you get all of this loose... Oh, I didn't show it at the main farm. At the main farm, sorry, as I was going round, at the main farm we had some loose product on the ground. If anyone's already commented, I did forget, I haven't missed it. There was solid fertiliser, seed and lime. Some loose piles under one of the shelters. I meant to show it, sorry, just seeing this now has reminded me. So when you purchase this land, you get all of these silos. I mean, this is absolutely, look how much is in these. That's wheat, silage, solid fertiliser, chaff, and I would say, you know, solid fertiliser, that's a lot of solid fertiliser. If you decided to just take that to a sell point and sell it, because I thought 895 grand, that's a lot of money. So, I mean, even the wheat alone, that's probably worth a few quid. Your chaff, if you were going to put it into a silage clamp, you could put a silage clamp up here, go with that. But what is, I think, the winner chicken dinner on this one? That's pig food. That's going to feed a lot of pigs. And then wood chips on the end. So, as far as the plot goes, I don't think I've ever encountered a map where you've got a plot... Stone piles, yes. Wood chip piles, yes. I'm trying to think of another map where I've encountered where you can purchase a plot of land and get so much loose stuff. And there's a lot there. So anyway, yeah. 895 grand, but you make that money back easily, I would say. It might be you've got productions that require those things, or you want to use them for things you're running. You're cool. Next up, plot 53. Just south of the road, just over there. This has got horse stable and it's got sheep pasture. And it's got sheep pasture, like it's like a sheep pasture. I don't know if I'm assuming this track around the outside that's ploughed is for exercising the horses, like the little. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Might be like a trackway. Oh, no, it doesn't go all the way around. I thought maybe it would, but anyway, it doesn't matter. And this is interesting as well because we've got some watery bits here. Which off camera now, what you also notice, I've come on this fresh, having done my prep. I do my prep on easy, medium, and hard. So obviously, new farm management, start from scratch to check all the slot counts and all that, what you get and what you don't get. I've come on this fresh. What you might probably notice, there are signposts down all over the place. Not me, governor. Where was the signpost? I thought I saw one on the floor. Maybe I dreamt it. Anyway, there are signposts down all over the place. So we've got this watery area here, and this side, but the horse pasture is fenced in here, but then open. And when you put horses in, the horses wander into the watery area here. Well, maybe they drink, maybe they frolic, they swim. I don't know. But then it's not closed. They can just wander off to what they like if they want to. But anyway, this plot. So we're now here. Plot 53. 129,204. There we go. So, 14 horses just over here. And I will show you for what I mean. Let's go with a Palomino. Did I put 2 in? There you go, look. They love it. And then the track goes off. Yeah, I don't know. It's a curiosity, to say the least. So, over there, sheep pen for 65 sheep. You've got all this open land. Again, do whatever you want with it. This actually does link. Actually, we're going to go across. We'll go that way. I was going to do the route slightly differently, but we'll go that way onto the industrial park. Why not? So this links directly into the sort of industrial zone. Oh, actually, before I do that, I'm going to go across the road here, because this was the next curiosity. This is plot, what was it? 52? Zoom. So, this one on the map, and you look and think, oh, I wonder what that's all about. Plot 52, purchase it, and nothing comes up. Okay, curious. So when you come into here, you've got all of these strips. Now, again, sort of waterlogged, almost like a rice paddy type look, showing you all these different textures, all these different plants, all these different things. You come across here. But what's weird is none of these are available in the build mode, which again was a bit of a quandary. I was like, there's the mushrooms, there's leaves, there's all these things, which I suppose this is just showing you. I don't know, why would you have twigs? I don't. It's a weird one. Then we come to the back and we've got lots of these little plots available. I guess you could plough the whole lot up. There's only 2 required mods to download. I kept thinking, am I missing a mod somewhere? Is there something that should be on here? It's and again, we'll go into build mode. I'll go along and I'll show you. Not there. Landscaping, painting. That's our textures. Did I show this before? Plants. Go that way. Yeah. They're not. Don't know. Anyway, it's here. Maybe just decorative. It's funny whenever you do. No, me personally, when I'm doing a map tour, when I'm doing map tour prep. You know, any feature that stands out, for whatever reason, you don't want to miss it. You don't want to do the map tour and then people message you, go, oh yeah, but you didn't talk about blah blah, or you missed so and so, and you didn't show off so and so. So whenever you see something like that stands out and is different, you haven't really encountered it before, my brain starts ticking away. Do I need to buy the land? Do I need a trigger to come up? Do I need to add something to it? What's missing? What does it do? What does it, and you kind of run through that process. And once you run through that process, often you just find, yeah, it's just decorative. It's just there to look nice. So yeah, all this massive area here, we looked down from the escarpment up there, didn't we, over this? There's your vehicle shop. There's your workshop trigger. Reset point up there on the hill. I mean, it is an escarpment, it goes straight up. But plenty of space for activities. That's your animal dealer sell point. So that's just there. And this, although it looks like the bakery sell point, which technically it is just there, this is down as bowling centre station. I don't know why. I thought it'd be like maybe the red marble bowl or something, but anyway, that's what it's down as. If we go to our map, we come across there, so that's down as bowling centre station. Yeah, animal dealer just there. And the next one is curious as well. I'm not trying, I get clobbered in the comments whenever I do this. People say, oh, why are you being so mean? Why are you being so horrible? Why are you being nasty about the modder? I'm not being nasty about the modder or the map maker. How many times and how many places around this map I've said, I like this feature, I like this about it, I think this is great. But you have to balance it with everything you come across. Because if you don't, the flip side of that is people saying, oh, you're just ignoring stuff, you're hiding stuff, you're not talking about obvious things. So, you have to balance it. And if things, to me, appear odd, I will say that. It's things that stand out. Did I touch that sign? Or maybe I did touch that one. Sorry if I did. Now this one here, now as you can see it says CM. Now that's the Clever Motors building. But that is down as, what's that one? That's the GCHB grain elevator. So we come up that road, across here. So that's sell point, GCHB grain elevator. From here we're going to head out to the farthest point east we can, just below the 6 and 9 fields, to the gas station. See that road sign there on the left? That wasn't me. Didn't go near it. Did not touch it. Honest governor. There's another one there, look. Not me. I think it's the cars, the AI cars that go around. I think they get even close to them and the signs just topple. So this is your gas station up here on this plinth kind of thing. We jump into our, we're at the bottom of the 9 there. And then just over here, the bottom of the 6 on the fields. Again, it's an interesting touch. I'm trying to think of another map maker that's done that, put their own kind of logo on the map as a field. From here, we head round the secret passageway. Oh, it's not secret, but up to the final location we're going to look at on the map. We're heading all up there. Shouldn't take us too long. So I say overall, it has got a lot of potential for you to be able to build what you want, to tweak it, adjust it, add in things, take things out. There's plenty of grass fields, there's plenty of grass space, so for the purposes of making your own fields, there's plenty of that available. The map is certainly different with the escarpment and stuff on it. If we turn in just here to there, we're at the biogas plant. So from there out to the gas station, we followed this route all the way around. We come up here and we are now at plot 61. 41,000, that's all. That gets you a 250 kilowatt biogas plant. Fairly standard with regard to products in and digestate out. What I do like about this one as well, and I like maps that have this, if you take the track around the back, actually we'll walk, well, we could go on the pickup, we'll walk around. We go up the slope and round, so you can fill these from the top. I like side clamps that do that. It's always a lot harder if there's a lip, but that seems fairly flat onto it. It depends how full it gets. So as you come onto here, you can fill here, and as this all fills up, you can then drive across it to carry on filling. But you have to be careful because sometimes you get caught on the lip. But you might not want to, but that's what this one features. And like I said, there's been a few maps that have had that. I like the way that's kind of built in. Anyway, that's the map. That's the farmhouse. I'm sorry there was a bit of a delay. Like I say, it just kind of, it slipped through the cracks. It kind of schlepped its way in under the radar. That's by Truck 69. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.